Children come to Helping Hands from the Department of Social Services. They come here due to abuse, abandonment, or neglect. It's a very confusing time in their lives, and our job is to make sure that we provide a nurturing, safe place for them to live, learn, and grow. I think part of what's valuable about this terrible experience of being removed from their homes is that they're able to look inside themselves and really figure out what's important to them. If they're lucky, they're able to figure out what they're good at and what strengths they have inside of themselves that they can build on.
When I first came to Helping Hands, I was scared, I was angry, I didn't know, I was confused, I didn't know what to do, how things was gonna go, because it's a new environment, new place that I've never been before.
I remember crying every day from 13 to, I had my 13th birthday at Helping Hands, from 13 to about 16 years old. And I decided at 16 that I was no longer going to cry every night, that I had to get used to being here because this is where I was going to be.
So they come to us with all of that life experience and all of that trauma of neglect and abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. We have young people that come to us who have parents who have locked refrigerators and they have not been able to get food as they want to. So they come from places of scarcity. They come from places where they're emotionally neglected. And what happens is they come here and we have an expectation that they know how things work in a normal household. And we have to adjust our expectations and then begin to reach them where they are and help them come to where we are by providing the independent life skills classes that they need, by making sure that we're there to listen to them when they have struggles with the things that we ask them to do, by teaching them all of the small things that they may not have been able to learn in a household that didn't function well.
One night, it was actually Bible study night, and there was this woman and her husband. They come and they did Bible study with us, and afterwards I got into an altercation with one of the other teen boys, and I got called into Miss Carmen's office, and they told me that because of my record, you know, my behavior status, that I was considered high management. And so Miss Carmen said that I could have a second chance, and to me, that was the day that changed for me, was that somebody actually cared enough to give me a second chance. And I told her that I wanted that second chance and that I would turn around and change, and I did.
And these kids come to us and they choose the staff members that they want to connect to. And it might be, like I said, it might be the maintenance guy. It might be a direct care worker. It might be the admin assistant. It might be me. It could be anybody. And that's why it's so important for us to have caring adults at every station in this agency.
A staff member named Tanya Rainey helped me go through the stages. She helped me understand it wasn't that bad, and I could either go this way or that way, take it in a positive way. And that's how I started looking at the situation. Instead of crying and thinking, oh, I'm not with my family, or I'm in a bad place with all these strangers, or what happened or what didn't happen, I realized that this was the best place for me.
I remember when I almost got expelled from school, and staff from Helping Hands helped me to get over that hump by telling me things was gonna be okay, I was gonna make it through. And then when I went to my hearing board, and they told me they would accept me back into the school. And at that moment, it changed my life, not just at Helping Hands, but forever.
Mr. Oliver, that's it, because he drove a Saab. He drove this little bitty Saab, like I think it's a Saab, a two-door, and he was like 7 foot tall, you know, and he's so skinny, and he's driving this Saab to work every day, and it's like me and him, he looked like Mr. Bean, and I got fired one day from Tyler, and I came home, and I told him about it that evening, and he said, this is what you do. He said, tomorrow morning when you get up, you put on your uniform, and you go to work. He said, and you sit there and you wait, and you tell them that you want your job back. He said, and you make sure you go with your uniform on, that way they have no reason to turn you away. And I did. I got up and I put my uniform on and I went to work, and I waited in the lobby for about 2 hours. But after that, they came in, they gave my job back.
We never know who is the inspiration and who is the adult that's going to be able to reach inside these young people and pull out what's great about them. And some of them we win with, and some of them we don't. It is a part of what we do as people who take care of young people. And we just accept that. But we love them anyway.
My goals in my personal life are to start my own business, get into house buying in the near future, and also marriage.
I would love to own my own house one day. I would like to go back to school and get some certificates in the IT industry.
My goals are to have a living center or a day camp for patients that need daily care. My second goal is to teach CNA and CPR for those that would like to one day be a CNA and help patients.
Leading young people through pivotal moments towards their goals. Just one way Helping Hands is shaping brighter futures.